Alrighty, so it's been a hot minute since we played a ship from Mr. Porku 93, but we have some updated versions of the Gemstone Cruisers, which, if my memory is serving correctly, is that how that phrase goes? I believe you said I've already played the ships in the first slot. So we played these guys. Yeah, the Sapphire, the Emerald, and the Ruby. Those all do look familiar. Ooh, a Crystal Flag gun, huh? But there's a new set of ships. The Amethyst, the Tourmaline, and the Obsidian Memento. Oh, I love the names. They're all different gemstones. My birthstone is the Ruby. Did we already play the Ruby? I think we played the Ruby. Was that this one? Yeah, so we've played my birth gemstone already. See, the Amethyst. Let's check out the Amethyst here. Where's the Jade? I know, right? So I'll read your info in a sec, Mr. Porku. Let's check out what this says. The Amethyst 1402. This ship's weaponry has been designed to take down ships as fast as possible by using hole-busting weapons. Alright. That's a whole weapon build. Hole smasher laser and a hole bust crystal. Never seen a whole crystal weapon before. Modified projectile weapon fires a heavy shield piercing crystal that deals double damage in empty rooms. 2 power. 1 shot. 2 damage shield piercing. That's interesting. I wonder if it's 1 shot or if it's like 1 shot that's multiple projectiles, because I feel like they've had other ships that have said one shot per charge. I think this is only a single projectile though. Each ship has 10% system and hull damage resistance. Installable custom artillery and temporal manipulator. Special crystal vengeance that will trigger 80% of the time and has a 50% chance. 50% accuracy. Plus 50% accuracy. Wow. Has test system slots, higher reactor cap, and cheaper costs. It's only 1 projectile. Okay. One thing I will say is about a special hull vengeance that's more likely to trigger means boarding strats are a lot less good because you can easily kill your own crew. Alright, well, let's check out the Amethyst. I'm pretty sure Mr. Porku's great at doing gibs. Let's check out the gibs. For the rebellion! Aha! Perfect. Those look... I don't know how you do it, but you get the gibs to look exactly like vanilla FTL gibs. Really good. There's even kind of a purple glow behind that, huh? Awesome. Alrighty, so we have 2 2-power weapons. One's a single shot, one's a 2-shot. In your mod, there's also better stores. Boarding strategy is doable with the Emerald. You recolor the vanilla gibs. Okay, nice. So, this crystal busts through shields. Pierces through shields. 10% breach chance. 20% stun chance. Interesting. So the idea is to shoot the hole, but what I'll probably do is shoot the whole crystal at the shield so that the whole laser has no shields that it needs to get through it first, at least. Looks really good. You're just too lazy to get put in gibs, really? You wanted to get to the next part where you work on the ship's gimmick? No, I'm not. Yes, you should. Oh, okay. I'm definitely not putting any shade on your ships not having gibs. RPG. I like the way you do it because you get so many ships out that that you always have new ships for me to play, and I like that for sure. This. Hey, Pieboy gifting the sub. Thank you, Pieboy. And welcome back to Mr. Porku. How are you doing, Pieboy? How is life in the Pie Man's life? Pie... now that you have a lady in your life, you're a pie man. Is that right? Now you're a pie man. You have finally grown to become a pie man. All weapons you saw on the ships are all available in stores. Nice. That's annoying. Actually, I was going to move my crew around. I need to do that now so I can have Slug on pilot. I will say that 80% Crystal thing is really nice. So I want you on piloting. Crystal, I want you on weapons, I guess. Yeah, I can lock people out of weapons. And Engie on engines. Zoltan on shields. You're good. More hours at work this week. How's the stream? It's going well. Going well. Darkest Dungeon 2 is now out. Yeah, I heard somebody earlier was saying that. Was it? Who was it? Somebody else said that earlier. I'm like, it's just I don't think I have no plans to play it anytime soon. I have other games on my list, and I just FTL's enough rage for me right now. I don't need the Darkest Dungeon rage right now. So we have 3 Nebula jumps, which would give us 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I can basically get all these. Skip the Pulsar, I guess. I hope it's good, though. If it's, like, amazing and I, like, see somebody play it that convinces me to check it out, maybe I will do that, but I haven't really looked into it yet. The Darkest Dungeon. Oh, God damn it. F you, FTL. The ship's engine is an amethyst shard with the same damage output of the whole crystal, but always breaches. Okay, 100% breach chance. That's cool. Yes, we need to change his name. Instead of Pieboy56, he has fully evolved into Pieman69. Sounds about right. Oh man. You know what? I never do this on no pause because we're always needing every tiny bit of scrap. But this is not hard mode no pause, and this is a very OP ship. I'm gonna take the Mantis because I want the Mantis, and that also gives us a silly device and an RPG Nerdos on this ship. So I'm doing it. I'm playing suboptimally for the funsies. Whoops, that was, what have I done? What have I done? I've misspelled silly device. The runner's bless us with thy silly deviceness. RPG Nerdos. Arise, silly device, arise. So much for the hole busting gimmick. No, I did it. I need to at least get one weapon offline. We need to not be susceptible to damage before we do hole busting. I feel like even with hole busting weapons, it's still better to disable weapons before you start hole busting. Be the Zoltanberg. Oh, I'm sorry. RPG always asks for shield Zoltan, so I just automatically made him that. I have a crystal or a slug or a mantis available. Pickled Possum wants to be mantis. Okay, I'll get you in a second. No one says there won't be more Zoltans on the way. It's true, there could be more Zoltans. That does 4 hull damage to empty rooms. Oh! It did not compute that hull damage 2 times 2 was going to be 4. I should have computed that. Okay, that is pretty darn good. Let's see. Pickled. Awesome. You got an email saying it was released as it was on your wish list. Ah, the Dark Dungeon 2. Nice. Hashtag envoy life. Skip the Pulsar. Tis a silly place. Alright, sure. Please don't give me a map. I already have one of those. Cool. Maybe I don't even go to these other nebulas since potentially empty. I have the map, so I know they're not manually search the wreckage jumps. I know they're not ship fights, but they could be events that become ship fights. So maybe I still will go there. Oh, this lets me get third shield. Nope. Wait, are the shields upgrade costs changed? Can't remember. And I just did it. Math is so annoying. That's right. What is 2 times 2 again? Who even knows? It's a mystery. It's a mystery to everybody, really, if you think about it. Yeah, like I can't... Since whole laser pierces shields, it's kind of little anti-synergistic with a weapon that needs to get through shields, so... But if we double hit, he's dead, but if we don't, we take damage, so I'm gonna do... Nice double reward. Holy shnikes, whole repair is worth what? 40 or 45 scraps, something like that? The shield upgrade is vanilla. Okay, vanilla cost. Cool. You want to play Dark Sunshine 2 as a through enjoyed of DD1? Are you saying you thoroughly enjoyed Dark Sunshine 1? Maybe that's what you meant. You really want to play it? Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be good. I watched Dolphin Chemist play, I think, some early access of it. And it looks like there's some new mechanic of, like, your carriage ride being the way you move through a map or something. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to check out if I want to. Free NG crew. Welcome aboard, sir. Let's put you on engine so I can forget the Mantis deal with borders. Hulk Crystal will always take down a shield layer because it does 2 damage, yeah. Well, as long as it hits the shield, yeah, and doesn't get dodged. What's up? It's Baricio. How are you doing? Good day, right back at you. Okay. But it will get shot down by a defense drone, though. There's the weakness. Yeah, and we now basically have a single hull laser, and that's all we have, which sucks. Okay, at least that hit. Serves as a value point for our actual useful weapon here. Yeah, the defense drone shoots down the other projectile too. That's what you mean. You can't really spell thorough off the top of your head, and you meant to say enjoyer. Okay. It's okay. Typing's hard. I don't blame you. Can't keep this guy's missile down because we basically are. Okay, you know what? Let's hit empty room. I want to finish this fight. At least we get a double reward for it. The repair training. Okay. So defense drones are a hard counter to this ship early game. So we definitely need to swap out this whole crystal. Or get, I don't know, a defense scrambler or something. Okay, this guy, I'd say, is really weak, and then I saw the defense drone. And his defense is quite good. Or it does, actually. But he can't do damage. I don't know, double frickin' defense drone ships in a row, Sector 1. So lucky. I guess I need to give the ship a defense scrambler. Probably not. It's already really OP. Which is nice. Hope this guy doesn't run. Frickin' knew it, man. Frickin'. I'm not gonna accept surrender, and he might just get out. I only need one of my whole laser shots to hit. Unless he repairs the shields in time. I should have taken that deal, shouldn't I? I need both of my shots to hit now. Thank God. Okay. It's time to save up scrap. A 1-power weapon would go great here. Or something to swap out whole crystal against ships with strong speed. Freeboarders, of course they are. Wow, our venting is not amazing. Okay. Just realized. Not amazing venting. Okay. That is good fuel deal, but not good any other deal. So finish off. Oh, should have waited. Could have got one more weapon training. Oh well. Um, 6 for 8, not really a great deal, especially because I'm not doing amazing on fuel. Wow, so many choices. Uncharted Nebula or Uncharted Nebula. I guess we go up because we got more green choices up here, I guess. We did not see a Sector 1 store. We have clone base, so we can already do manual search the wreckage, so we don't need level 2 piloting. Let's go for Uncharted Nebula, says Pie Boy the Backseater. God, you're such a backseater, gosh. Thing to sell. The whole repair drone. So, the extra system slots is crazy, by the way. If I go hack and cloak and mind control, I could just get drone control as well, and it's fine. And so I probably keep the whole repair drone, honestly. Get 1 or 2 gems for the store here. Stores are better, yeah, I know they have extra pages, so it's always going to have system choices, I think, right? So it turns out it's very late in the morning for you, so you'll check out and go to sleep now. Good night and good luck with the run. All right, appreciate it, Pickled Possum. You have a great rest of your night, my friend. Or morning, or day, or whatever. You always watch from YouTube, so you do not really know. Why do I hate humans? Well, it's kind of a meme on a lot of FTL streams. The main reason is because humans have the worst special ability. Learning stuff faster is the worst special ability of FTL. Like, immunity to mind control, like slugs have, better fighting, better repairing, crystal lockdown. Like, literally every other race has better abilities. So it's kind of a meme to make fun of humans. It's they're completely average in every way. Their ability to learn skills quicker is not really a bonus. Not enough of a bonus to want them over other crew. I think the streamer that I used to watch all the time, who was the one who inspired me to stream, his name is Lethal Frag. He has a meme where he calls every time you get a human, you get humanitis. He calls humans giving your ship a disease. So it's basically that kind of thing. Just doing my own version of humanitis, I guess. Humans are eminently ventable. They're remarkably unremarkable. That's right. Remarkably. It's remarkable how unremarkable they are. Let me make a remark about it. And that's why some mods try to improve humans in one way or another. He doesn't really hate humans. He just thinks every other species is superior. Yeah. I don't hate them. I think they're the laziest. It's like, really, humans? That's all you can do? God, practice more. Go to school. Put more effort into your life. Everybody else is so much better than you. Is this the one? Is this... I can never remember if this is... I know I've looked this up like 8,000 times, but I can never remember. Here, it's the top of my list. Refugee ship drifting in space. Is this the right one? Is this cannibals or is this... Yes, this is cannibals. Okay. Cannibals. Home base, fine. Okay. Just grow blade hands. There you go. Yeah, come on, humans. Just get some swords for arms. It's so easy. I shouldn't have taken that jump. I now miss out on the second store. Okay. Pre-ignited. Wow. When you said you made better stores, I didn't think that meant they would all have reloaders and pre-igniters in them. Holy shnikes. This is too good of a store. Oh my gosh. 2 power, 3 shots. A shield piercing flak. I vaguely remember that from the last mod. You didn't mean that to happen either, yeah. There is too much good stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know what to do. I want this flak. I want a pre-igniter. I would like drone control plus hull repair. I need fuel. Pretty much do one thing. And that one thing's got to be a flak. It's just got to be a flak. What's the charge time on this guy? 13 seconds. It's slightly slow. The store is just too good. Too good, store. Just too good. So it pierces a shield, so it is anti-synergistic with hull laser, but it is good with hull crystal. I wonder if I can get all shield piercing crystal weapons, potentially. Replace the hull laser? I don't know that I want to sell it yet. Alright, these weapons all pierce shields. It's nice. Yes, come to my weapons room. I'm sure nothing will happen that will make you never able to ever get in there ever. Technically, you can have all shield-piercing weapons with all being different. Yeah, that's what that would be the as-intended version of this ship. So I will attempt to play as intended. God, a shield-piercing black Sector 1 and 2 is just insane. It's actually insane. Just ignore their shields, you know, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Sip. Alright, I don't have a map and I don't have long-range scanners, so... Empty jump is empty. I have at least 5 jumps here. Excuse me, Mr. Rand. Did I happen to hear you say a shield-piercing flak? Yes. Yes, that is the weapon I just purchased at that last store. And yes, it is as ridiculous as it sounds. As ridiculously OP as you could want. You also get all of your modded weapons as rewards. Oh, okay, cool. So you added them into the weapon reward pool, which I don't know how easy or difficult that is. I bet it's not super easy. But to me, everything modded related is not super easy. Oh god. Oh god. We took damage I shouldn't have because I delayed my shot. Oh well, punished, I guess. Given that they can be found on vanilla stores, they can be given as rewards. Okay. That's all it takes. Okay, that doesn't sound too hard to program. But maybe it is. Flagship. He's got a missile. Auto fire at the weapons. Nice. No missiles for you, sir. Let's hit an empty room. Yeah, we don't want him to get out. No running allowed. Don't run with scissors in your hand. Don't run by the pool, and don't run away in FTL. These are all against the rules. Against the pool rules. TLDR, rarity that isn't 0 equals it can be a reward. And because you didn't give these to enemies, they can't be used by them. Okay, alright. Prepare to chase. Well, I think I might be diving now. That was the worst outcome. That was a ship fight, that was nothing, or it was that. So I think it was a 1 and 3 to lose a jump. And of course I lost the 1 and 3. Wow, and I'm almost out of fuel too. Did I see a store? I did, and I didn't buy fuel at the store. Good dodge, man. Last second dodge too, since the shield was down. Ouch. Okay. 2 damage missile. So balanced, much wow. Oh, he cloaked as I hit his cloaking. That's awkward. All right, double reward. Okay, well, not sure if that was worth a dive, but wow, double hole laser. Well, that is definitely in keeping with the theme of this hole damaging weapon system starting ship. Well, for diving anyway, I might as well get one more jump. Hope it's not empty. Yeah, I'll take that deal. Alright, this is a dive. I'm a little afraid. Right, well, I don't really want to spend scrap on upgrades. I hope that means I don't get wrecked by this dive ship. Game heard I like hole busting weapons, so the game is giving me more. Who told it that? Who told the game that? Okay, sure, I'll let you in. Okay, very nice. No weapons for you. The real danger is the ASB, though. Don't hit my piloting ASB, please. Good frickin' dodge. That's 2 runs in a row where I've dived, divin, dove, and we dodged the ASB. That is really lucky. And this is... Did we actually kill him? Huh. Easy dive is easy. Even get our fuel back. Nice. Alright, I do not want Zoltan 3, so let's go abandon. It is home worlds, but nah. We don't need to go into empty jumps. Dumble doved and dumble dodged. That's right. Welcome to the Dumble Dive. Alright, let's get some good old abandoned music. Store for fuel. I honestly, I might just sell both these whole lasers here, depending on what's at this store. If it's another store like last time where it has all the stuff I want. Okay, good systems. No hacking, though. Drone recovery arm. So, crystal enhanced beam. This is, I think, a beam we can get on one of the other new ships. A silly but complex idea that requires some modifications to Spike Beam. This crystal variation is a shorter length, but can pierce a shield layer and can cause breaches. The look is pretty cool because it looks like it's using a crystal to focus the beam. I like the idea of that. 40% breach chance on a shield-piercing pike beam. What an interesting weapon idea. Well, I need fuel. Alright, I'm selling at least one of these. Got cloaking if I sell both of these. I can get cloaking if I sell one or both of these. Ah, man, you know, I kind of want to get drone recovery arm, even though I don't have drone control yet, because drone recovery arm Hard Repair is going to be so good. I'm just going to get this. Buy all 3 fuel they have. Is there another store? Not yet. I'm going to get backup battery. We basically have infinite health with a drone recovery arm and Hard Repair drone if we get drone control. So I might get that before I even get hack and cloaking mind control, the big 3. And that's the point of the crystal. The crystal gives breach chance and shield piercing. Nice. That is basically Kestrel A. So you, sir, are OP. I dodged nothing, he dodged effing everything. Thanks, FTL. Go F yourself, by the way. At least we have the Crystal Vengeance to do something. Zero dodges so far. Where's one dodge? Maybe we dodged one laser that I missed earlier, but I think we didn't dodge it because I'm pretty sure we took damage from it. No weapons for you, man. I have to take 3 fuel deal, though. I have to take fuel deals. I resisted the missile's hull damage. Oh, did I really? Okay, I forgot that that was a thing. You hate that you have to get good to unlock content in this game. Bag off tenor. The only content you're unlocking, though, is other ships. So, my counter argument to that is, if you had access to these other ships that often have themes or difficult playstyles, you'd be even worse off if you hadn't learned from the previous ships. Like trying to do boarding when you don't even know how to choose the right weapons or when to upgrade your shields on Kestrel A would just add an extra layer of complexity. So I kind of see your point, but I also understand why the devs did it the way they did. Because it's not like you unlock... Like, one of the things that I don't like about... What's the clone for this game? That had better graphics, but is basically the same game. I forget what it's called, but you do unlock different weapon types as you unlock content, and I hate that, because that means you're unlocking power. This, you're just unlocking very different ways to play the game. Trigon, that's the one. Yes, thank you. Trigon. I think you unlock weapons and... I can't remember if you unlock systems. But I remember there's also tiers of weapons. They color the weapons to show, like, this one is epic. And that kind of takes away choice when it's just like, well, this color weapon is better. This is the one I choose. So I think FTL does a pretty good job of unlocking its content. But I've also been playing it for years and years, so... I'm not a new player coming into it, so I probably have a different perspective than a new player coming into it. Let's see. 7, 6, 5, 4. Dragon was the visually pretty, but such a letdown. Yeah. It was... I pretty much knew that was going to be the case when I saw how similar it was to FTL. Any game that deals so heavily of the mechanics of a game is bound to have issues. And in that game is mainly balance issues, which balance is the hardest part to get in a video game, as we've said earlier today. But Trigon, basically the game became trivially easy once you figure out how to use the teleporter, if I remember correctly. You can just teleport and abduct their boss. It was the mechanic of killing pilot ends the fight. So when you get two systems that allow you to basically mind control and abduct their pilot and insta-kill them, you instantly win every fight. So it just became kind of trivial once that mechanic was figured out. What's up, Bilbo? Trigon had weird visuals. When your shield was up and lasers were flying, they seemed to go through shield bubble. Yeah, those, I think, had to do with weapon types and the way shield recharging worked. There was some UI issues. And there was some... My main issue with the game was how buggy it was. It was super buggy when it came out. I don't know if they fixed a lot of that or not. Have I seen the new game? This is Warp. Yes, I have, and it looks cool. I put it on my wish list, and I will probably check it out at some point. I don't know when, but that is a one-day probably play game. What do you call a pizza with just peppers on it? A pepper-only pizza. Okay. Oh, that's twice you got me. You got me twice. I think I like that one because I like pepperoni pizza. And so I was destined to like a joke about pepperoni pizza, I guess. Okay. I really, really, really want long-range scanners. But this is exactly what I'm looking for, is drone control defense drone with my drone recovery arm. You know, both 5-1 Shogi are here and all approve. That's right. What do you call a disgrace of a pizza? A pineapple pizza. Well, I mean, I'm not a fan of pineapple pizza, but feels a little mean. And if I get no fuel, I can get long-range scanners. Your stores are too good, Mr. Porku. They're too good. They're so good that I want everything and I can't get everything. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to put you are turn you on. Pepper only pizza. Oh, you got me twice. You got me twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. You remember how Trigon had these fights that could be such BS and then you run instantly? Even more often than FTL? Yeah, but only up until the point where you figure out how that one thing I was talking about works. The whole abducting their pilot and instantly ending the fight. This is Warp as a co-op game. I think it's 1 to 4 players from what I saw. You're playing on easy today and you beat Flagship Phase 2, but Phase 3 wrecked you completely. Well, that's a really good deal. That happens a lot to new players. I'm guessing it was your build, Bag of Tenor. Usually, when I hear from people who are learning the game, they often will spend their scrap on things that aren't the best choices. Doing things like getting 8th engine, but only 3rd shield. Or not upgrading cloaking and having level 302 or something. Knowing what you should and shouldn't upgrade is one of the most important things to learn in FTL, I would say. Pineapple on Pizza is heresy. You think that's the one where you checked the reviews on? They said it's not balanced for single player. You need 3 to 4 players to get through the game. Oh, on This Means Warp? Okay. Good to know. Forgot to do my free repair there. Is ocean a soup? I don't know what that question means. Wow, first defense drone is a frickin' Steve, man. You piece of crap, Steve. Man, I have to take these fuel deals. I don't want to, but I have to. Just too good of a fuel deal. Why didn't Cinderella make the team? Because she ran away from the ball. Oh, because the ball is the ball. I get it, I get it. Okay. Alright, well, I didn't cringe too heavily on that one. So I'm going to guess that one's also approved. Pie Boy, seal of approval. Pizza Hawaii, pineapple and ham is delicious. You people have no taste. Yeah, Hawaiian pizza. Well, I won't fault people for not liking pineapple pizza because I don't like it either, but I also don't like everything else, so like I only like pepperoni pizza. That's how picky of an eater I am. Does the ocean count as a soup? I don't understand that question. Is this a joke? I feel like this is the start of a joke and I don't get it already. Why? Because it's a liquid with fish in it? I don't. Is this a joke setup? Or is this a real question? I don't get it. How's my mouse doing? I'm slowly getting the hang of it, Bilbo, but my main issue right now with the ergonomic mouse, for those who are wondering what Bilbo was asking about, I have a new mouse to help with carpal tunnels. So my main issue right now, getting a better feel for moving it around, but when I click, I move the mouse because my fingers are sideways instead of up and down. So when I click, I kind of move to the side. So when I click, I sometimes move the mouse a little bit, which makes for some inaccurate clicks sometimes. So I'm getting used to it, but it's going to take time for me to get fully comfortable with it, I think. Okay, let's not go abandoned 4. Ocean could be a pretty bland soup, but soup nonetheless. Okay. Free to come in here in Italy and say that about the pineapple pizza. I feel like the pizza in Italy is not even the same thing as the pizza in America or Germany. I feel like every country has their own version of what actual pizza is. Because when I got pizza in Italy, it didn't taste anything like American pizza. So, like that's almost feels like comparing 2 different foods there. You're having a fine nap when you hear the most disgusting words you could think of. Pineapple on pizza. Okay, wow. Who started this conversation? I didn't even. It wasn't me. I definitely didn't do it this time. The most divisive argument in the internet. It's not politics or abortion or gun control. It's pineapple on pizza. Oh my god. Neapolitan. Wow, I can't even talk today. Neapolitan pizza you prefer with just mozzarella basil, but if it's just everyday pizza, then jalapeno pineapple plus pepperoni is nice. One of those is water wet thinkers. Is that what the whole soup fish thing is? Okay. In Italy, you think the rule is yet less is more on pizza? Dinner pizza is great. I don't know what that is. You had 4 shields, level 1 cloak, backup battery, and 48% base dodge. Weapon you had flak 1, burst laser 2, and hull laser 2. So it sounds like you didn't have hacking, Bagov. So without hacking, your weapon system is going to be really hard to consistently do damage to the boss. Let me tell you about the Church of Hacking. The #1 best system in the game. It's not cloaking. It's not drone control. It's hacking. Hacking is the best system in the game. If you don't have hacking, you are usually going to have a harder time on the boss fight. Because your weapon system would have been way more likely to do damage to the boss if you were hacking the shields. So that's the main thing I say your ship was missing. You could have won with that build, depending on luck of his dodges and your micro and choices of system hitting. But hacking is the best system in the game. Every experienced FTL player who has a decent amount of hours in this game will agree with that. The only people who don't think hacking is the best system in the game are people who have not played enough FTL. It's the most flexible system, can use both for defense and offense. It gives you guarantees in the game that has a lot of randomness, and it's just the best. It's so good that I wish it wasn't as good as it is. But I also don't wish it wasn't as good as it is, because in order to get consistent wins, you kind of need hacking. So we play FTL Hard no pause 2 days a week. And usually the #1 rule is get second shield on your ship and or find a weapon and then get hacking as quickly as possible. That is like the rule for winning. God, this guy's weapons. Ouch. Okay. Oh, we resisted. Look at that resist. Okay, nice. Neapolitan pizza has anchovies and capers. Ugh. I mean, delicious. The mind control and boarding destroyed you? Yes. That is... when I talk about the 3 best systems in FTL, I say cloaking. I say mind control first, cloaking second. Can I have some dodges? No. Mind control third. And the reason I have that order is hacking is obviously, as I say, the best system in the game. Cloaking is really good for overcharged defenses and missile defense. And mind control is really good defense for phase 3 of the boss. If you don't have mind control for phase 3 of the boss, it's often a lot harder. There are some ships that you can't get all 3 of those systems, and those are some of the less consistent winning ships in my experience. But yeah, not having mind control for phase 3 of the boss makes it tough, and that's why on phase 1, mainly phase 1, people will often delay killing the boss in order to get more crew kills on phase 1. And there are many strats that focus solely on crew killing phase 1, 2, and 3. So you are not alone in having trouble with phase 3 of the boss. It is a very, very difficult. All 3 phases are very difficult. Well, we have the hull repair, so the hull damage is not that big a deal. The main big deal is I just can't frickin' find any fuel, man. Frickin' find any fuel. I have 4 nebula jumps, so we get 10 in total. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, something like this. Why can't you trust tacos? They tend to spill the beans. Man, that's kind of just a diss on tacos. I don't know that I can approve of that one. Because tacos are amazeballs, as Attila would say if he were here. I don't know if I can approve of negativity towards tacos. You read on the wiki that you can kidnap crew on phase 3. You'll probably try that next time. Yes, that's a very good strategy. What I recommend bag of is, first of all, if you watch some experienced players, you'll learn a lot about how to improve your play. For phase 3 of the boss, I always get to the base, let the boss get to the base, fight phase 1 and phase 2 at the base. When he runs away from phase 2, follow him. Because when you follow him, you get boarded once, maybe twice. You have a guaranteed safe jump to go back to with the abducted crew. That is a very, very helpful strategy for dealing with extra crew. Because the hardest part about phase 3 often is the snowball of crew showing up, mind controlling, and missiles starting fires. And things get out of control and you can't handle it all. If you follow the boss, fight for a bit, get boarded once or twice, run away to the base, then you can deal with the crew without the ship constantly firing missiles at you. Gives you a lot more freedom and, what's the word? Like safety to deal with the boarders, because the boarders can become overwhelming easily. Man, I need fuel so badly, and have I seen a store this sector? I'm pretty sure I haven't. A good taco can improve any day. Quite true. Please tell me you're not running. Okay, you'd have a big giant missile, but at least you're not running. And I have a defense drone, so don't be another Steve drone. Don't be a Steve drone. Be a Carl. No more doges for you. Way to go, Carl. Tacos is where I draw the line. Well, if somebody starts talking crap about cookies, I'll put my foot down too. But tacos, I mean, who wants to talk crap about tacos? Who doesn't like a taco? I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, ew, tacos. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. Well, that store location is not great. And if they did say it, they're lying. I guess I can go 1, 2, 3. My free repairs. God, the only thing that's limiting this from potentially being a really, really lucrative sector is freaking fuel, man. Why can't you give Elsa a balloon? Because she'll let it go, let it go. I get it, I get it. I don't even really know that song, but I had to sing it because I've heard it 5 bajillion times. That's pretty funny, I guess. I guess. I've never actually seen the movie Frozen, so... Not sure I can truly appreciate that joke. Honestly, spilling the beans out of a taco sounds like a skill issue. Learn to taco. L2T. Learn to taco, bro. I was hoping to get some fuel there. Now I gotta just go 1, 2 to make sure I don't run out of fuel. You can't say anything about tacos. You haven't eaten them often. Not as big a thing here as in the US. In the search, we got Clone Bay. Damn, I was hoping for fuel. Well, yeah, and I don't know if in Germany you'd even be able to get any good tacos. It's like here in the US, I don't feel like I could get really amazing bratwurst, or any of the other good sausage type things that you can get in Germany. I'd have to find a very specific place for it, and I know of one maybe that I've never been to. Where can you get mods for this game? There you go. Mr. Porku's got the link. This is probably the link to Mr. Porku's mod specifically. Oh no, this is just to the working mods folder. Perfect. Also, yeah, there's Mr. Porku's ship pack, and I'll also give you another link. There you go. Those are the links that the mods I use. And one more link. I'm just going to spam chat with links right now. That folder is where all the ships sent by viewers is where I keep all those ships. So any ship we play on stream, you can actually check out there. Almost every ship. There might have been a few that I didn't put on there for some reason. Okay, there's hacking. Get the most OP system. I can also get mind control. Do I want to do that? We finally had a store, and it had a lot of fuel. I'm very glad about that. Yes, I will get mind control. No weapons, though, do they? They do, actually. I don't have the scrap for them, so I'm going to be pretty reliant on my hacking right now, it seems. I probably should have bought a weapon instead of mind control. Oh well, these weapons ignore shields. Coffee beans must have low self-esteem because they're always getting roasted. Okay. Alright, not bad, not bad. Hack engines. You're full. Mind control so you can't repair. That's not a bad, well, I mean, it's a bad scrap deal. I have to keep taking these frickin' fuel deals that are low scrap deals. Damn it, game, give me some frickin' fuel without me having to give up all of my scrap to get it. Artillery is a decent investment. Make sure you turn it off when crew killing. Okay. I doubt I'll be doing any crew killing on this ship anyway, but good to know. Ooh, that's an interesting choice. Pretty much always civilian, but Slow Dome Nebula is not bad. 2 to 3 stores, but we have a choice of green sectors after, so do we want a potential forced abandon 7 or forced potential Zoltan 7? And probably Zoltan 7 is not as bad as abandon 7. For tacos, you have to go to very specific places in Germany, and many of those are cocktail bars that for some reason also specialize in Mexican-style food. Couldn't tell you if they're any good, but you wouldn't expect these places to have great food. Yeah, I remember when I was in college, we went to... I forget the cities, but we went to Italy, Austria, and Germany. We went to a place that had Mexican food, and it was... Oh, the sauce that they put on was like a really weird tomato-based thing that was nothing like an actual Mexican salsa. So, it's probably like trying to get good, you know, sauerkraut or something in the US. I don't know. Maybe there's places where you can get it, but the stuff we got definitely wasn't good. Or wasn't good Mexican sauce or salsa or food or whatever. Okay, we're finally through there. We're through that. Okay, good job, defense drone. No Carl here. Factory break or not really a break. Reading up on tomorrow's classes, pondering on what specific faction, weaponry Rockman should have. Missiles? I mean, that's the obvious choice. But you mean like upgrades or changes to missiles or what? You don't really want to give them better missiles. These are already bad enough as they are. Okay. Yes, I have to take 3 fuel deal every time, because if I don't take fuel deals, I apparently get 0 fuel from any other sources. So, great. An awful map layout. Actually, I don't think it's that bad. Because I can get a bunch of jumps over here, then go across and get a bunch of jumps over here. What would be bad is if all this was isolated and I couldn't get any other jumps before going over here. I actually think this is a pretty good map. Because we have 4 more nebula jumps, which gets me 14 in total. This could be a very lucrative sector. Well, I actually can't... I can't efficiently hit all these nebula jumps, can I? I would have needed to have gone... Actually, there wasn't a way to efficiently hit all these nebula jumps. So, I only go to 2 nebula. Well, depends on what's over. Maybe fire-based weaponry? That's an idea. Yeah. That would make sense with rock crew. With rock ships. 3 shields, 5 weapon power, running away. Fun. And by fun, I mean... I hate this ship. Okay, I need to hit 2 different... I need to hit multiple different systems. And I don't know that I can do that with spill. Mind control pilot. Please pull his pilot. Not my weapons, not my weapons. Good dodge, good dodge. Oh, look at that. Crystal Vengeance actually being useful. Perfect. Okay, yes. Keep pulling that pilot. You did make faction-specific missiles. Enemy Rockmen probably won't have them. Would be something for the player only. Okay. 1 fuel. At least better scrap that time. I want to get hacking upgrade. And I kind of need some power. And I really do need to get a weapon. I've been focusing on systems and... Basically systems is what I've been getting, I guess. Why do I not have upgrades? I guess I've been spending too much on systems. I have bought 3 systems, so that is probably where all of my money has gone. continue to just hack engines while we pierce their shields. Maybe I should have hit piloting there, though. Oh. Holy shnikes, that was scary. Triple beam plus chain laser is not bad, except for the time when it perfectly lines up and they have every beam hit at the same time, which almost happened there. Yay for free fire is my favorite. Who ordered the free fire? I don't even have a rock crew. Alright, nice. Getting some good scrap games here. You need to go, you're outside and it's raining cats and dogs. How are you watching the stream? I guess on your phone. Alright, we'll see you later, Burke. Have a good one. I will sell 6 drone parts. You enjoy Rockman having a ramming speed artillery style timer attack where you just ram your ship into theirs except your system's hull have chances to resist and the enemies don't unless they are rock ships too. That's a cool idea. Ram the bastards! That way you can just do ram the bastards every single fight. I approve of this method. Alright, we hack weapons, especially since we pierce shields with our weapons. We mind control the borders. That was a lot of dodges. Nice. Weapon hack OP, man. No damage. Hacking, why you gotta be so OP? Get them to fight in that room. Okay, couldn't make up his mind if he was gonna fight in that room or not. Free fuel. I swear they know that I can't find fuel, and they keep saying, "Here's 2 scrap and 5 fuel, because we know you won't kill us." Damn it, game! They keep giving me offers I can't refuse. I can't refuse these fuel deals. I can't. I need the fuel that badly. I'm making him offer he can't refuse. Looking very orange today. You're the first person who actually said that. Boot neat. Toots feet. What a great name. And you're right. These were the settings I had to get to make it so that my green screen was see-through. My options are usually... My color looks more natural, but green screen starts fading in and out from behind, or I'm orange and the green screen looks right. There's like no in between. For whatever reason, my camera / lighting / green screen setup will hardly ever be perfect with coloration and green screen settings. How's the streak going? It's alive. You're actually the first person to ask today, I think. Or at least about current streak. My last streak... Spoiler alert. I mean, it's not a spoiler if I say it's not the current streak. Last streak lost, of course. The one that we died because of bad speed hack usage. Usually a YouTube viewer. Nice, nice. Well, there haven't been any new videos or new runs since the ones I uploaded on Friday. So if you're caught up on Friday, then you haven't missed anything. The next Hard No Pause run will be tomorrow, which will go live on Wednesday on YouTube. How the schedule goes. You're rooting for me? I appreciate that. It's awesome. By definition, the previous streak was lost, and the current streak is alive. This is true. Pretty hard to be a spoiler if that's the case. Alright, here's some good weapons, man. Here's some good weapons. They pretty much always have the systems, so... What do I want to do here? I always want to buy this. Can I get more than 8 weapon power on your mod? Mr. Porco looks like no. So I'd have to sell something to use the halberd beam eventually. I guess halberd beam has a little bit of synergy plus with shield piercing weapons, since it pierces one shield too, but it's reduced damage, so I think I want to get rid of one of these, probably the whole crystal. Even though I'm going to do 4 damage, the problem is you have to hit an empty room, and I just don't like hitting empty rooms. I'm going to do this. Do 1 weapon upgrade. And we're going to use regular flak plus regular halberd. Eventually get this crystal flak back online, because we can hack shields. So it's more of a vanilla build. But we'll eventually add the crystal flak back in, the shield piercing flak. I can get every jump except the nebula if I want. Is Burst Laser 3 good? In vanilla, no. It's too slow. One of the most important stats on weapons is charge time. Flak 2, Burst Laser 3, Glaive Beam, Pike Beam, slightly less extent. Those are some of the weaker weapons because how slow they charge. Halberd Beam is a bit of an exception because it's kind of long. 17 seconds is on the long side. However, it's so strong that it makes up for it, in my opinion. Glaive Beam, 25 seconds is just too long to be useful. Unless you're pre-igniting most of those weapons, they're usually too slow to be competitive with good weapons, with the other good weapons. Flak 2 is better, relatively speaking, to Burst Laser 3. Will I agree with that? Maybe. Maybe I would. I don't like either of them, so to me that's like saying, which piece of crap do you want to have? The shinier piece of crap or the crappier piece of crap? Because they're both pieces of crap. Maybe that's a little harsh, but you know. Did he just... Huh. He bio-swiped me, but for fire. He fire-swiped me. Did no hull damage, but started a fire with a mini-beam. I don't know if I've ever seen a fire/bio-swipe before. Flak 2 is very fun. Interesting description of that weapon. 3 power, 7 shots, 21 seconds. You've seen me use that as a requirement. Yeah. I've used Glaive Beam at a requirement. I use a lot of weapons at a requirement. I don't think it's good, though. I think Flak 2 is far too slow to ever be considered good. Situationally, I will use it. Situation normally being, I have a pre-igniter. I do not consider Flak 2 to be a good weapon, though. But the shinier piece of crap is better, is it? Alright, I'll take your word for that. Now we're getting good doges, man. I guess I'm glad I didn't use my mind control since knock it out. Gels delayed. He's got the slug repair gel. Oh, that was 4 fuel between those 2 rewards. Nice. Mini beam OP. Mini beam is pretty OP. There are 2 things you should know about me. Number 1, I've been called immature. Number 2, I made you say number 2. Okay. That a pun? I don't know that that's a pun. That's it's just goofy is what that is. That's like an elementary school joke. Haha, made you say number 2. Good job. Good job, I guess. Hey humans, why don't you go ahead and kill each other? Sounds like a good time to me. It doesn't matter. It made you giggle. That is what's important. Why do I have an NG fighting? I don't know. Probably get level 2 Clone Bay. A little degree for scrap because I do want to get cloaking. I made you say number 9s. A number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. Okay. Great job. It's very successful making of saying things. Well done. Well done. Good times. Double ion. Wow, this is actually a pretty scary weapon system. Okay. And I really wish I had cloaking right about now. Funk's old brother, check it out now. Scared of this heavy laser. Good dodges. I didn't time that right. Got a heavy laser down. Pull the pilot. Oh gosh, if this hits, we have a fire beam. Okay. Okay. Woo, good dodge. Saved by the Doge. Tumble Doge to the rescue. That is a terrible offer. Here, have a human. Ugh. That's more reason for me to want to kill you, because you offered me a human. Alright, we have enough for cloaking. NG boarding ship when? 2 weeks ago, actually. I'm pretty sure we just played one of those. Didn't you design an NG boarding ship recently? RPG, was that last week? It's vaguely recent. Fairly recently. Vaguely recent? I don't know that that's a normally used phrase. Man, even with your better stores, I can't find cloaking when I need it sometimes. Alright, let's just get the 3rd shield, I guess. Now we can save up for the cloaking again. Yeah, it's that orange NG ship, that's right. So check on YouTube for a viewer created ship last week. It looks like an orange NG ship. You can check out NG boarding. Of course, it's not vanilla. I don't know that I'll ever do that on vanilla unless we do a challenge run or something. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Nothing? Big fat ball of nothing? Hey, a dual shot crystal. Wow, is that a 1 power 2 shot? Nice, okay. 2 weapons that pierce shields. 3 if you can halberd plus a flak. I like it. Okay, that's very nice. Gotta love those free weapons. How about an NG or an NG? The NG boarding ship had the augment that made NGs get better at combat the more NGs that are in the same room. That's right, that's right. That was a pretty fun one. Although even with a bunch of NGs in the room, it never felt quite as good as a bunch of mantids in the room. I don't know why. Maybe I'm too biased towards mantids or something. I love them 2 damage missiles, though. Damn it. I'm not taking this fuel deal. I've taken too many fuel deals today. I refuse. Let's see. It lacked 4-person teleporter, so that's probably why. Probably. If it had 4-person NG boarding plus that mod, it probably would have been too powerful, which is I'm sure why he didn't do it that way. Alright, so I'm trying to save up for cloaking. Where's the store? Should be getting my free heals, my free repairs by doing this. Whole reason I got the drone recovery arm. Type 2 NG ship is so bad, you get boarded once you're screwed. Yeah, NGB, we lost our last streak on that ship. Although it was less about how bad the ship was and more about my bad play. But I definitely agree, it's one of the weakest ships in the game, NGB. There's the cloaking. Alright, so I have to sell stuff, and I really don't want to sell any of this stuff, honestly. I'm actually going to buy long-range scanners and delay getting cloaking is what I'm going to do right now. Since these NGs had actually a better damage multiplier than Mantis when there are 4 in the room, that's why you didn't give them 4-person teleporter. There's a way to incentivize upgrading teleporter to get 4 NGs in the room. But in micro, you could even force more in the same room. Yes. Defense drone online. Defense drone, so I better do this. Good job, defense drone. Get blasted. Honestly, there's a strength of the NG collective augment. You have NGs that can fight like Mantis, they can repel borders. And the very same crew can immediately get to repairing. NG collective augment. Is that the augment that makes them stronger the more they are in the room? Or is that a different augment? What's up, Pot M of the Moon? How are you doing? I'm hoping for a third store of this sector, or I just wait till next sector to get cloaking. We're basically guaranteed to get it as long as we get another store. Or 2. Okay, only 2 shields. We're gonna be greedy, not spend the drone parts. Is that augment? You basically have a Mantis and an NG in the same crew as to say. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. You have chest pains from hormones kicking in. Ooh, I am sorry to hear that. Hormones kicking in, huh? I didn't know that chest pains and hormones can be a thing that affects each other. Oh my gosh, a free flak one. Well, now I don't know if I use the crystal flak. Or maybe I don't use the halberd beam and just go flak, dual crystal. Holy shnikes. Let me put halberd beam on the bar for the carefully cut the ship out potential, but holy double free flaks this run. No, I did buy one of the flaks, I think. I bought the crystal flak and the other flak. They are a thing when they are growing. Ah, I gotcha. The only kind of chest pains I have are when I work out my pecs. And they're not that bad. They're probably not that bad. Crystal Flakkening. I know, we're gonna have a Crystal Flakkening build here. Almost as good as the Christopher Walken build, but not quite as good. Why did the snowman call his dog Frost? Because frost bites. Frost bites. Okay. That almost sounds like a play on, I don't know, a snack called Frost Bites. But I guess that's not what that was. So that sensation's not quite unpleasant. Well, I'll take your word for it, and I hope it feels better soon. Because I have no experience or thing to say in response. But I'm talking anyway, I don't know why. Because frost bites. Well, Mr. Porco and Wambambola got it. Ignore, it's a tarp. There's our cloaking. Beautiful. Anything else? Oh my gosh, the second pre-igniter we've seen this run too. Even, yeah, pre-igniter's great, but I just want cloaking. I just want cloaking because I want my systems to be done. They're really trying to sell me fuel. I mean, they just refuse to give me any fuel as rewards, so that's what I gotta do. Wow, I'm really gonna do this, aren't I? I'm just gonna sell halberd. That's how this run is going. I'm just selling halberd beam. It's crazy. It's crazy that I'm selling one of the best weapons in the game, but maybe it's not all that crazy when we're playing in a mod that has so many good options. Alright, what do we got? Accept their offer of free stuff. Free stuff is best stuff. Okay, level 3 hacking. I want weapon upgrades. I like free stuff too. Force Zoltan. Alright, well. That's fine. We have pretty good crew. We have mind control. We can deal with Zoltan Border Police. Not too much trouble. Do I check a store just for a chance at a third pre-igniter that I can actually afford this time? Honestly, I'd probably prefer automated reloader instead. No power for me. Oh gosh. That's a lot of defense drones. Let's go ahead and hack your sheet. Beautiful. Pilot. This guy's weapons are disgustingly bad. I just what is that? Chain charge? Chain ion? God, that weapon is so ridiculously weak. Watch him actually do damage to us with that weapon. That would be so... That would be embarrassing. Honestly, if he damages us with this terrible weapon system, I would be so embarrassed. Not even real FTL player if I take damage from this weapon system. Now this guy's dodging like crazy too. This guy is the hard counter to these crystal projectile weapons. By the way, custom cloak image and cloak room image. Oh, let's check out. What do we look like when we cloak? Nice. Very nice. Purple color. Oh, are the shields a different color, or is that just my brain seeing the contrast between the purple and blue? Because the shield looks a little more turquoise than normal to me. It's a custom cloaking image. Oh yeah, it's like a purple color in there. It's just a brain thing. It's normal crystal shields. Okay. Guess Texas does not get that much freezing weather. No, not really. Although we get some freezing weather in the winter sometimes, but we usually get like a one hard freeze. Well, not usually. We sometimes get one really bad freeze that lasts for like 2 weeks. And then it goes back to just gross and unpleasant. Like this past February, when I moved to my new apartment, we got one bad freeze the week I was trying to move, and it made it so that my brother and my other friend that were supposed to come help weren't able to come because they were frozen in. But thankfully, my parents were here to help me. But I feel like FTL will be a great game for PvP. No, it's funny. You're not the first person to say that. You probably won't be the last. A lot of people say that, and I don't think it would be that good for a PvP game. However, there was a game that just came out called This Means Warp that I think is supposed to be a multiplayer FTL type game. So maybe it will be good. I don't know if it's co-op or PvP though. How high level are those engines? Auto scout levels, that's what level. Has 30 evasion with engines that took 2 damage. Actually didn't think it was that bad on that fight compared to some of the other ones we've had. Just in case. Yeah, those dodges are annoying. Alright, defense drone, don't fail. Oh, you almost failed. You were thinking about failing. You were on your break about to go, do I really want to shoot this down? Alright, fine. Then I'm calling in sick after this, though. Anything over 15 Celsius is too high for you. I don't know what temperature 15 Celsius is, but it sounds cold. It sounds very cold to me. This means warp is co-op. Okay. What it'll look like from the little I've seen of it so far. If I go through 2 nebulas, I get 9. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, I can get all those. 15 is very cold. It's like 60 Fahrenheit. That's not that cold. 60 F is chilly. I'd call that chilly. Alright, so we could get artillery. We could go full flakkening. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have to go full flakkening, right? I'm contractually obligated to go full flakkening. $15C isn't cold, it's perfect. To me, that's a little on the cool side. I keep my apartment at 72 Fahrenheit. Which sometimes is a little warm to me, and sometimes is a little chilly to me, depending on how I feel, I guess. And selling that crystal burst was actually quite a good weapon, but we gotta go full flak. Is this Sector 7? Sector 7. What else is here? Honestly, I feel like you give your ships too many system slots. It's like it's hard to ever get enough scrap to get everything you want the player to get and have it have any sort of decent amount of power invested into it. Okay, I don't know what the artillery is in this one, and I would rather get my weapons online. I still need to get power for days. So I'm just gonna save up. I just need power. Now my main goal is to get weapons. Yeah, I'd like to get artillery to show it off, but maybe we'll get artillery on one of the other versions of this ship. Please don't give me a map. Frickin' frack. Well, I hope I get fuel. I hope I get fuel. 15C feels warm for you. Okay. Well, the punish for having all flaks. Let's make sure they have only auto scout ships. Actually, I'm gonna hack. Send the hacker shields. I mean, that's like depending on where you grow up, right? Your body gets used to a certain temperature. Triple offensive drones is pretty crazy. Thankfully, it's 2 beam drones and not triple combat drones or 2 combat drones or something. I live in Texas. True. For me, that's... Although I will say I get colder in Texas than I remember getting in California. In my experience, at least what I remember, I was only 9 when we left California, but it felt like it never got as cold in California as it does in Texas, where I live now. I'm pretty sure the Pacific Ocean makes California more temperate, and so it doesn't ever get quite as, well, doesn't as often get as hot or as often get as cold as it gets in Texas. But I definitely prefer the warm, so you're absolutely correct about that. Artillery is 3 shots, 2 damage, gemstone projectiles. There's 2 shields, 20% chance to cause a breach, 20% chance to stun, double damage in systemless rooms. Okay. When you guys make ships, are you just sending them to randers or something, or uploading them all? If you want to send me a ship, type exclamation point FTL ship. It'll tell you how I prefer you to send things. Gives a little description. Well, that was really good dodges. I shot 9 projectiles at a 3-shield ship with no dodge, and I hit him once, I think. Just black things, I guess. There we go. F your weapons. Oh, we took out his cloaking somehow. Oh, that was the improved crystal vengeance there. Since I've gotten all flaks, I think I've fought only auto scouts. I think that's true. I think that has been only auto scouts since I got all these flaks. Free repair. How hot does it get for you guys during summer? Well, I'll tell you, it's like barely out of... We're barely into spring, and we had a 95-degree Fahrenheit day yesterday, or the day before. Last summer, when I was taking scuba diving lessons, I think it got up to 115, I think. Maybe 119? I forget. It was over 100 easily for many, 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 many days in a row, which was not fun. For some of those temperature gauges were on the inside of my car, so I don't know if that was like inside of my car temperature or actual outside in the air temperature. But it was ridiculously hot. Baking? Yeah, it's pretty hot. You could fry an egg in that temperature, in that weather, that's for sure. You people have seasons? You're so sad. Where do you live that has no seasons? There's a comedian that's... Who was it? Daniel Tosh, I think. Talked about people in New York saying, I could never live in California. I love seasons too much. I love seasons. Yeah, we do too in California. That's why we skip all the crappy ones. I think that's what he said. Skip all the crappy seasons. Oh, that's a forced pulsar. One more nebula gets me 4, though. 1, 2, 3. Nebula. The nebula ship fight. Okay. You live in Malaysia. Your hot summer is day-to-day life here, just with more humidity. Oh, man, I bet. Yeah, I bet places like over there in the Philippines. Are the Philippines in that part of the world, too? I don't know. I'm bad at knowing any geography. But geography that's that far away from where I've ever been, I'm pretty clueless about. I bet you all have ridiculously hot, all the time weather. Although I'd like to visit that part of the country. I bet your like beaches and coral reef scuba diving are amazing. The equator for the win, yeah. Sensor in the car is probably on the high side, either from the car warming up or being on the heated asphalt. Probably. But I'm pretty sure the days I was seeing 119 or whatever were also the news was saying the temperature was well above 110 still, or 108 or something. I think we had some pretty record highs in Texas last year. Less severe weather where you are? More severe season. Oh, more seasons and less severe weather. Okay. What do you have? Crazy weapons. We just want to hack those. Okay, you don't get to have weapons. You have lost your weapon having privileges. And your right to live has been revoked. Proceed to human venting. 46 scrap, nice. Nowhere as hot as summer as in seasoned regions. I don't know what seasoned regions means. In Britain, 25 Celsius in summer is like a scorcher. More record highs every year. Thanks global warming and all those who don't want to understand science. Alright. You said it, not me. Britain has no AC, no cool spots in cities, and no one is used to the hot weather. Yeah, I remember when I visited Europe in college, I remember thinking, wow, it's really hot in all these buildings. Why don't they turn the AC on? And apparently, you just don't have AC over there. It's just not a thing in like Germany and Italy and I guess England. I don't know. Doges. Good doges. Is Crystal Flak the same charge time? It is, so I can just leave this to fire and forget. My favorite weapon systems. Turn it on, auto fire, don't pay attention. Air conditioning is an expensive luxury. Interesting. I wonder, are we spoiled in the US? Spoiled that we have AC everywhere? Or is it cheaper here? I wonder if it's cheaper to have AC installed and maintained in the US than it is over there. Surely it's got to be cheaper, since like even people who live in poverty-stricken areas in the US still have air conditioning. Most European countries only have a few days a year where you would need an AC. It's way cheaper in the US? Okay. ACs, earth pumps become so vital if we want to get away from oil and gas, though. Okay. I'm going to hack shield 2 weapons. No weapons allowed. And I'm venting my own crew. At least in relatively new universities, you actually have a higher chance of having an AC in the lecture rooms. Yeah. Energy costs are much higher in Europe. Really? I wonder why that is. Is there less because... Is it because of oil and gas and coal and all that, I wonder? I don't know anything about that. Yeah, in Europe, energy is quite expensive. Interesting. I guess we just are spoiled by the amount of natural resources are in the US or something. Because we have our own supplies of stuff, I guess, energy resources. Again, this is all stuff that I have no knowledge about, so. FTL music's such a vibe. You love hacking malfunction. The music is so good in this game. We talked about that a couple times today. It's just so good. I rank it in the top, like, 4 of my favorite soundtracks of all time, I think. Along with things like... Most of my favorite soundtracks of all time are old school RPGs. Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy VI. Halo's got an amazing soundtrack. The original Halo. Okay, well, we're not getting a lot of ship fights, but we also aren't getting a lot of... Not enough time, so I guess that's fine. Oh, double missiles. Okay, please don't fail. Don't be a Steve. Be a Carl. Well, you shot the ion intruder drone, so I can't be too mad. I should have just cloaked myself. Being greedy. I have hull repair drone with drone recovery arm, and apparently a free repair from that fight. No oil of your own in Europe. Coal you have a lot of. Nuclear energy, at least Germany has given up on. Hydropower in some states makes it super cheap, and there's more tax burden on energy in the EU. Dark Souls 3 and Hades soundtracks you love. Definitely, FTL is definitely up there. Hades, huh? I've never played Hades. I've heard a lot of good things about that game. I need to play that at some point. The only problem is I think it's a platformer or a side-scroller combat game or something, and I'm not huge into that genre. That's why I've never played Shovel Knight or Hollow Knight or a bunch of other of those games that are just universally loved. I've just never gotten into them yet because they're a genre I'm not huge into. Flax spam seems OP. It's my favorite build. We call it the flakkening around here. And anytime I can get it, I feel like I've easily won the run. It's just... Flak 1 is my favorite weapon in vanilla FTL. Even over Burst Laser 2s. Any other weapon you can name in FTL, Flak 1 is my favorite. Well, I just failed that by turning on the flaks. That's fine. We have to re-repair. It's fine. We have multiple flak emotes on this channel because of our love of flak. Damn it. I knew this was going to happen. I take one step away to get extra scrap. Game says... You must dive. You know what? I'm just going to use up this drone part. Oh my gosh, that's a 5 repair, which I forget is even possible half the time. Okay, well, I don't even use the drone part. Shovel Knight soundtrack is so good. In the Halls of the Usurper is your favorite song. Nice. In the Halls of the Usurper. That sounds like In the Hall of the Mountain King by Grieg? I forget who does that classical piece. Just the name, anyway. Yeah, but if you just look at the stats on Flak 1, 2 power, 3 shots, 10-second charge time. If you get 4 of those, you have 12 projectiles every... seconds. With weapon training and weapon charge times, it's even faster. With like automated reloaders and stuff. It's just so much DPS, so much damage per second. Damage per second, so good. The one downside of flaks, their loss of accuracy is not a huge deal for the boss fight. It's on YouTube, Spotify. Okay. I'll have to get a link to look that up in a bit here. Okay, don't hack my weapons, please. Alright, battery hack is annoying, but acceptable. Don't put the link in chat, though. You'll get timed out if my bot's working, which it's probably not working, honestly. Actually, I'm going to do 2 shots here. So no cloaking allowed. Go level 2 mind control. One way to find out if you'll get timed out, true. Alright, so am I going to delay this to try to get some crew kills? I have a hull repair drone. I should. I'm purposely not doing a lot of damage here to allow them to fight in the shield room that I'm gonna get ready to flak. Get flacked. Okay, I've got a couple crew kills. That guy's in the side room. Somebody on YouTube this morning or over the weekend asked, what is side room bug? If this guy dies while he's in this room, because this room and this room do not exist in easy and normal difficulty, when you phase the boss, it blows up and runs away. It thinks that these rooms don't exist and any crew in there will die. So that's what side room bug is for anybody who wonders why I say that sometimes. So that's basically a crew kill with that guy being in there. He's considered dead now. You are considered dead. You are a dead human. Alright. Giving the flagship a chance on purpose. That's right. Sounds like bit type music. I'm not a huge bit type music fan, but I'll listen to that more fully later. Bit, what is that? What is that genre of music called? Bit something? This sounds kind of harsh to me, those weird computer sounds. Do I follow him or not? All it does is preserve a drone part. I don't really need to preserve a drone part. Chiptune, that's the one. At least that's the word I was thinking of. $8 or 16-bit sound would be accurate. Well, I think the genre of music is called chiptune. I think that's the genre, right? At least I've heard that phrase before. I thought I was talking about that style of music. Boarding drone didn't make it through. That's nice. I would need to save the cloaking for the drone phase. So I need to not cloak the missile. Unless I had level 3 cloaking, which I do not have. So we take the damage there. Holy double fire from... Was that from a beam drone? I swear that double fire was from a beam drone there. Oh, ha! I could have cloaked, I guess. Get blasted, sir. Well, that was pure shrekage. Is that 2 volleys? I think we killed him in 2 volleys there. Black OP, man. Black OP. Chiptune is all kind of PSG music, and 8-bit is included. It's the broader category. Oh. Oh, so there's subgenres within the chiptune genre. I should have known. My boomer music brain doesn't know about the subgenres of chiptune music. My bad. Amethyst Vengeance helped. Oh, did it do some damage too? Okay. We shot back some shots there. So, who was it earlier that was asking about this? Bag off, Tenor, if you're here. Here's where I like to say we've beat phase 1 and phase 2. For phase 3, we follow the boss. Now, I probably will not need to do abduction strats, but I might do it just to show you how it works. Show you abduction strats in action. So he's going to board me with 2 guys. Honestly, I can just deal with these boarders. But if I didn't have really good anti-boarding, if I hadn't killed so many crew phase 1 and 2, then what I would do now is as soon as my FTL drive... Actually, I'd wait for a second group of boarders is what I'd do. Oh, I'm just going to cloak this right now. Wait. I'd wait for a second group of boarders. And I would jump away. And that's basically abduction strats. And I'll do it just because I cloaked the first volley. See, now you have a guaranteed free place to jump back to. So if I say I got boarded 2 or 3 more times, I could now safely run here. And in between the fight phases, I could now deal with those boarders. But we are very strong right now and already got a bunch of crew kills. Which is always my goal. Phase 1 and 2 is to get as many crew kills as possible. Kidnap strats, yeah, that's another thing you can call it. Kidnap, abduction, tomato, war crimes, you know, call it what you want. 16-bit is different sound labels while 8-bit has less. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I was saying, some of my favorite music of all time. Oh my god. Triple hit, breach, double fire. Go F yourself, you piece of shiznizzle. Some of my favorite music video game soundtracks of all time are Final Fantasy VI, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy VIII, and a bunch of those I'm guessing would be considered 16-bit since they're from Super Nintendo era, a bunch of those. So I could definitely see those being considered different categories or whatever. Single missile double fire, so hashtag balanced. It's fine. This guy's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Oh, the AI took over. Okay. And one more volley. GG cookie time. The Amethyst? Is that what this one's called? The Amethyst 1402 from Mr. Porku's amazing Gemstone Cruiser ship pack. So let me mark down Amethyst, which I probably completely misspelled there. But super fun, super OP as usual from Mr. Porku's ships. Let's check that score. 5463. Much lower because we didn't have long-range scanners. We didn't have scrap recovery on from the beginning of the run. Bedtime for you, Whamabola? Alright, have a great night, my friend. In space, nobody can report your war crimes. That's right. Why shouldn't you ever iron your 4-leaf clover? You don't want to press your bad luck. Alright, I kind of get it. Yeah. You say Final Fantasy 8 or did I mishear? Yeah, I actually like Final Fantasy 8's music better than like 7, and I never really played 9. I played a ton of 6, I played some 7, and I played a decent amount of 8. There's a track from Final Fantasy 8 called Balam Garden. Dooba dooba dee dee dee. Really pretty and background music. There's some really great music in Final Fantasy 8. The battle music when you go, you like I think in that game you inhabit some other guy's body from the past or something, and then battle music from that is like some of my favorite Final Fantasy music ever. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy 8 music. SNES was 16-bit, but there are differences between the consoles due to different channel synthesis. Okay. 8 has some good ones. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy 8 music. With Squall and Rydia, or whatever the girl's name was. Alright, we have time for one more run. Really quickly, I'm going to stand up, stretch, use restroom. Thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying the super fun viewerships. If you're new to the stream, hit that follow, as I always say. When we come back, play another ship. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.